Hello, friends, and welcome back to Dare Me to Prosper. This is episode 30, and I had a totally different episode planned. In fact, I spent an hour recording what I felt like was a really great episode, and I worked really hard on it, and I was prepared, and I came in, and I have such a freaking busy week. And I recorded the whole thing, and I went to edit it, and it's silent, and there is no audio. And I had no idea until just now, which, by the way, is 12:35 in the morning when I was going to go to edit this hour-long thing. And I'm frustrated. But I thought, you know what? I really believe there's a lesson in everything, even though I'm kind of annoyed right now and I'm kind of frustrated because I have a very busy week. I am closing on my house this week. Selling it, so I have to take my kids, go back to the house, get everything moved out. I have no one to help me because everyone is busy. I have one wonderful friend who thankfully is stepping in to help me, and I was able to get some help hiring movers. So thankfully, I am very grateful. I'm going to have that help. But it's not ideal, and it's still going to be pretty hard. And so I am going to do everything I can to get my house packed up and moved out this week. And so that's going on. There's no internet access at the house, so I can't very easily work on my stuff there, although I can. And I don't mean to complain, but I'm frustrated. I'm also in the middle of putting the final touches on my course that I am launching this month, and I'm so excited about that. And I'm obviously doing everything I can to just make it as good as I possibly can. It matters to me. And I'm obviously still in the middle of this divorce transition and working out all of those kinks. And so it's just a lot. It's a lot. And so while I was really excited to come to you with this hour-long episode on religious trauma that I thought was well prepared for, I don't have that now. And I am going out of town tomorrow, and I don't have time to record it now. It's 12:30 in the morning. I'm going to have to sleep at some point. But I wanted to show up anyway. One, because it's important to me to not leave you hanging and publish something that tells you, hey, I didn't forget to publish an episode. I just found out there was no sound. But I am trying to put my money where my mouth is and really take this opportunity to say, you know what? There's a purpose to everything, and I truly believe that. And maybe if that episode didn't record like it was supposed to, maybe I'm supposed to re-record it. Maybe the second one is going to be better. It's going to be more energetically aligned. It's going to hit different, and that's what's more important. And so we're just going to do what we need to do. And at some point this week, I will get that episode recorded, even if it is at 11 p.m. and I'm using a hotspot. I'll get it done. But right now, what I'm having to do is adapt and release perfection. I'm not even a perfectionist, but I'm going to release it even being somewhat easy, and just trust that this is a hard season and things are going to be bumpy right now, but we're going to get through it. And genuinely, I just truly enjoy doing this podcast so much. I'm very passionate about it. I love doing it. I don't love doing it when the files mess up at 12:30 in the morning, but I love doing it in general. And you know what's funny is this is not the only thing that has gone comically wrong today. There was a card that got charged with something that wasn't supposed to be charged, and I just had to clean out my cat's litter box at like 10 o'clock at night because it was like gross, something happened. Anyway, it's just one of those days. You know when you have those days and you're just like, what the hell is going on? Why is everything hard today? Why? What did I do? It's not a punishment, although it feels like one. But I'm just here to say I am in it with you, and I'm having one of those days, and I've got a really busy week, and I'm very overwhelmed. And it's just really me keeping my head above water this week while also really trying to get out this course that I'm excited about and make sure an episode is published. And at this point, I'm just rambling at you, and I apologize. So let this be your encouragement that I am a hot mess as well. And like I always say, I'm coming to you from, a place of actually doing the work and learning with you guys, and never from a place of I'm on a pedestal and I have it all figured out, because clearly I don't. But I'm going to take this week, get moved out of my house, feed my kids, do all the things, and figure out how to get those episodes recorded. Also, if you are a Patreon member, that episode will also be coming out, but it will probably be coming out closer to the weekend when I've got all of this behind me, because I'm just trying to figure out how I can get all of this done. But you'll have it before the week is up. And while I'm ranting, genuinely, I want to take a minute to remind you, because I said this in the episode that I recorded and don't have, but I am launching a course. It is called Sensitive to Psychic, and it is a course all about truly developing your spiritual gifts. And I'm talking like from the very beginning, bare bones, where you might not even know what your gifts even are, or you question if you even have gifts. And it is a course essentially walking you through what spiritual gifts truly are, how to identify which ones you have, and then every nook and cranny along the way, I go so in depth on just like building your foundation, how to clear out blocks, how to clear out fears, how to work through your internal stuff to set up the foundation for your body to be a really healthy vessel for your gifts to express themselves most powerfully and authentically. There's a ton of tools and practical ways to strengthen your different gifts, and I just go into all of it. And truly, I've put my heart and soul into it. I believe it is one of those things where at the beginning you might just be a complete beginner, and by the end of it, I feel like you could be absolutely tapping into your gifts on a daily basis, receiving guidance, receiving intuitive downloads, whatever it is, and feel very confident in that, because that's the road that I have walked, and it amazes me, what I've been able to accomplish, mostly by doing the little things that people overlook. And so that is what I really wanted to share. Anyway, so the course is launching this month. However, there is a spot on my website, I will have it linked in the show notes, where you can go and just put in your email if you want to be notified on the day that it actually comes out. You'll be the first to know. You'll get a discount if you are on that list, and you're interested. You'll get a discount for the first 24 hours that it is out. So I wanted to share that. I also just wanted to remind you that I do have a Patreon where every week I share an extra episode, and those extra episodes are usually a little bit more deep, a little bit more heartfelt. They are the things that I cannot or would not share on my main podcast feed, and I dive more into relationships and just the nitty-gritty type of stuff that's a little bit more spicy, a little bit more triggering maybe. Maybe not triggering, maybe just interesting. On the very first Patreon episode, I've shared about my divorce, and I've dived into a bunch of other interesting topics, and I've got another great one coming out, like I said, later this week. So just a reminder that is there. You can check that out in the show notes as well. All right. Truly, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for understanding and giving me a day to be a human. And we will be back to our normally scheduled programming later this week. But I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you have a better week than I had, and that you are not experiencing all these annoying little glitches. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.